Learn how to select a collection of elements using the HTML tag name in both jQuery and native JavaScript. In this lesson, we want to look at how you can select elements by tag name in jQuery and in vanilla JavaScript. Because sometimes you don't want to search for just one specific ID. You want to target every single element of a certain type. For example, maybe like all the paragraphs, all the images, or all the links on your page. So we want to see how jQuery passes raw tag name directly into the selector string and see how this immediately creates a list containing every matching item, allow you to easily read or modify them by their list position. And we're also going to see how you can also do that in native JavaScript and see why doing it in native JavaScript is preferred to using jQuery. So let's move on. Now, I will comment this. So this is a CDN for my jQuery so that my code can work. And in my HTML, so I'm just going to add a couple of paragraph tags with simple text. Hello. You can use anything, but in my case, I just want something simple. Hello, Lagos. Finally, hello, Kenya. So I'll be using the same location name. So now that I have completed this, then I can move on. Like I said, that you can either do something like this or you do jQuery. So, but this is actually not sexy enough. Pardon me for using that word. So, what we usually do with jQuery is this $sign, and it's equivalent to writing jQuery this way. So that's the pop work. So you click on that dollar symbol and then documents dot read and pass the function, and inside this make a variable. Let's say my element. That is, I want to select all instances of P. How do I do that in jQuery? Just the $sign again and call whatever tag, pass it in that you want to select. So this will select all instances of P on my web page. So I can then go ahead and call the $sign again and show where I want to manipulate my changes and say .text and pass in my text. The text in the first paragraph is my element index position and then inner HTML. Yeah. And this should go, but notice something happening. And that's the fact that if you look at what I have right here on the screen, notice is actually changing, and it should. That means something is wrong somewhere. So let's quickly review by inspecting. The text in the first paragraph is my element in the index position of 0 inner HTML. So what is this supposed to do? Well, this is supposed to take this hello word and write it inside this p tag, but it is actually not doing that. So let me trace what the problem could be. So this is the document.ready, and then this is our function. And inside our function, then we selected all instances of P, and here $demo.text. The text in the first paragraph is my element in index position of 0. And this is supposed to 404 not found. Okay, let me try and see if I change this to demo 1. Let me see what is going to happen. So this is not working because there's definitely an issue somewhere. I have traced it and I cannot find it. Oh, I've seen the problem. The problem is this. You see, this is an ID, and for an ID in JavaScript, I'm supposed to precede this with an hash symbol. And now you can see, so the text in the first paragraph is JavaScript programming language. And where is this actually coming from? Well, if you look at it, we are selecting by tag name. And the first paragraph in this whole document is actually not hello world. It is actually this JavaScript programming language. So any instances of P on that page is what Jquery will select. I will provide it to you so that you can read or manipulate it. Now, let me comment this out and let's see an equivalent in native JavaScript. So I'll comment this out as well. And in native JavaScript, so let's go ahead and see what this actually looks like. So the way you do it in native JavaScript is just make a variable, call it element or anything, and then you call on the document.getElement by tag name method, and it will select all instances of P, and then you can go ahead and do document.getElement by ID where you want changes to happen. Tell me dot text contents rather, because I want to update the demo text instantly. Text content. So if you want to update instantly, then you use the text content. And inside that, I can then put the text. Let me just copy what I have here. And then you can see the text in the first paragraph is JavaScript programming language. So with this and this, you will get the same thing. But this seems to be, a cleaner way of writing this code. It's more neater, it's more shorter, and it's even more simple to write compared to all this combination of dollar and hash together. So you can see that with tag selector, you can search any HTML tag name directly. Simply pass the raw name as a string, either a p tag, a div, or ht without any prefix character. And also, you can select elements by tag names. And this always helps to create a list structure. So you must use zero-based index number, like 0, 1. If I change it to 1, you can see. If I change it to 2, and if I change it to 3, then change it to 4. So whatever that is found on the page is what will be showing. You can see 4 is picking this one. So which means this is 4. Hello world. So you can use this to create a list structure and use the zero-based index number to target specific item from that group. And lastly, native JavaScript document.getElement by tag name matches jQuery behavior item for item, making it an easy upgrade for modern lightweight web design. So this is a more preferred way to work with manipulation of things like tags name in your code in modern development compared to this jQuery method of working with tags in JavaScript.